Okay, today we're going to have a little look at the Hornby Dublo 3,300 horsepower electric locomotive, which was the last locomotive produced by Hornby Dublo in 1964. It's only produced in small numbers, so therefore it's become quite a collector's item. This particular loco we got off eBay in quite a little bit of a state really, but we've managed to restore it pretty much to its original condition. It's got all its original paperwork and it's in an original box. Okay, so there's the locomotive there. It's got two pantographs on the roof, both of them work, and there's a switch on the roof. I don't know if you can see it there, a little plug, which it's plugged in at the moment into track, which means it takes its power off the wheels on the track, or you can plug it into the other hole that's there, which means you take the power off the pantograph. This of course would mean that you could actually operate two trains on one track. In some respects the loco is quite unusual in that because it was made when Hornby were going through a difficult financial time, one or two corners were cut with the bodywork. The buffers were never painted, they were manufactured in red plastic and were left in red plastic, and the original Meccano drawing showed them to have a white cab, but the white cab was never actually fitted. There's a couple of other oddities with it. The code box at the front is actually smaller than scale, although the logo on the side is actually slightly larger than scale. It's a publicity photograph of the model taken in 1964. Incidentally, the example that we have here, it was produced in July 1964 according to the guarantee slip. So here we have a cutaway drawing of the motor that's in the loco. Quite unusual in that it's got a ball race here at the bottom, more ball bearings at the top. Quite a well engineered mechanism, and when Triang took over Hornby at the end of 1964, they kept the plastic body, but they found that to produce this type of motor was far too expensive, and they put their own cheap version of motor in. This servicing sheet for the loco shows the complexity of the actual mechanism within the loco. There was a two-rail version was the main one that was produced, although there were a few made for export that were three-rail. It's difficult to tell whether, if you find a three-rail one, whether it's a factory conversion or one that's been converted since. But one factor is on the two-rail version the wiring is in green, on the three-rail version the wiring is in red. So let's try it on the track. We haven't got any overhead wires unfortunately to try the pantographs out, but we can try it on track power. It's quite a colourful locomotive. So just for interest, this train's made up of a BSK, a CK, an SO, another SO, RBR, an FO and a BG. It doesn't seem to have any problem at all with this rather heavy train. We'll increase the power a bit. the Locomotive was bought, it was been badly painted in a couple of areas. There was a number of dents on the roof. Buffers had been painted black, yellow warning panel had been quite crudely put on the front, and the window surrounds painted white. So we managed to remove all of that. Because it's a plastic body, we couldn't use anything too aggressive to remove the paint, so I used this stuff called model strip. It took 3 or 4 applications of this to actually get it back. Then I tried 1 or 2 different colours of white paint, finally deciding that Revel Semi Matte gave just the right finish. So that roof has been resprayed. The dents in the roof have been filled with Isopon, and yeah, it's come up really well. So there it is, the Hornby Dublo 3,300 horsepower electric loco, the last loco produced by Hornby Dublo, and certainly mechanically it doesn't disappoint. Thanks for watching.